If you watched my first episode and you're still watching, I guess you must be ready to dig deep into Goaddon. In this episode, I'll show you how to create and set up your Goaddon account. I'll then use the account to create an app that is able to exchange data with shops from different e-commerce platforms. If you follow my steps, you'll end up having a similar app. So let's do it. While I'm a superhero during business hours, I'm just a farmer in the weekends. One of our finest product lines is fertilized eggs. You can put it under a hen like this, and 20 days later you have chickens. And believe it or not, but it's actually quite common to ship fertilized eggs from one place to another. So I have decided to start selling them online. I've opened my own shop, Christopher's Farm, hosted on the e-commerce platform Shopify. But lazy as I am, I don't want to have to touch a keyboard ever again. So using Goaddon, I'm going to create an app that completely automates my new shop. The first to use my new app will be my own shop, but I'm going to make the app available to any e-commerce company who grows their own products. I'm calling the project Goaddon, and I've purchased the domain goaddon.app. I'll create the account, open my inbox where a confirmation token has arrived, copy the confirmation token, and paste it in for Goaddon to verify. Once verified, I'll choose a password and save it. Before I can receive any data from online shops, I'm going to need a database. For now, I'm gonna go with a free sandbox plan, which gives me full access to my own hosted MongoDB database. My app needs more than a database though. It also needs a website, and Goaddon can help me out. The Go to Us add-on can provide me with a website and a team of expert developers. I'll simply have to describe the app and they will execute. But for this project, I will let the Go Explore add-on provide me with a similar website that I can expand upon myself using simple HTML. I'm not going to subscribe to Go Explore directly. Instead, I'll use a shortcut that combines Go Explore with the Go Fetch add-on. Go Fetch is the most essential add-on. It's the one that enables me to integrate and exchange data with Christopher's Farm and other shops. Confirming will subscribe me to both add-ons. I now need to choose a website address. That's why I purchased ecommerce.app. To use it with Goaddon, I need to create a few CNAME records. I will copy the subdomain part of the first record and go to my DNS provider, GoDaddy. Here I'll choose to add a record of the type CNAME, which will route traffic from the subdomain www to the servers of the Go Explore add-on that I chose to host my website. For the www subdomain specifically, you should also ask your DNS provider to forward root domain requests to the subdomain. The next CNAME record enables communication with the Go Fetch add-on through my own subdomain. Whether you're using a website technology from Goaddon or not, the interface where a merchant can choose between e-commerce platforms is generated by a script in the front end of your website that pulls data directly from the Go Fetch add-on. However, even if users inspect the network traffic from their browser, they will only see your subdomain. A similar concept applies to the last CNAME record. Some e-commerce platforms require a subdomain to interact with. For instance, if they are sending you product and order data through so-called webhooks. And since Goaddon aims to stay in the background, this should be your subdomain rather than ours. The last record verifies to the involved add-ons that I own both the GoCommerce domain and this Goaddon account. This record has the type TXT and should be added to the root domain. The new DNS records will need at least a few hours before they're recognized worldwide, and you'll most likely experience that some of your records propagate before others. But I'm now ready to choose which e-commerce platforms should be made available on GrowCommerce. My own shop, Christopher's Farm, is hosted by Shopify. But I'm gonna include a few more since I'm making this app available for other companies. E-commerce platforms have individual limitations though, so you may have to exclude some of them if they don't meet the requirements of your app. When I apply the shortcut, Go Explore will create a super user for my new website so I can manage it, and an invitation email will arrive in my inbox. But I'm not going to need that super user until next episode. Before I visit my new website, I should mention that some e-commerce platforms require additional setup, which I'll do off-screen. But let's check out growcommerce.app. At first visit, you may be denied access because Go Explore is still obtaining your SSL certificate. The shortcut added the Go Fetch interface to the front page of my website. Here, merchants can choose their e-commerce platform and begin the integration process. I'll choose Shopify since that's what powers Christopher's Farm. Each e-commerce platform has its own integration process, but in the case of Shopify, I'm redirected to the Shopify merchant account of Christopher's Farm to approve the GrowCommerce app. Shopify sends me back to the GrowCommerce website so I can proceed to sign up. I'll provide my website, christophers.farm, and my email address. Once I've created my account, I'll open my inbox where an email will arrive with a confirmation token. I'll use the token to confirm my account. And once I've chosen a password, the Shopify integration is ready for approval. The Go Fetch add-on takes it from here and begins transferring data from the shop to the GrowCommerce database that I created in the beginning of this episode. Finally, I am redirected back to the integration page where it all began. As a merchant, I would now like to see my own data. The shortcut that was applied to set up the website also installed a few useful pages. They can easily be removed or changed, but for now they provide the merchant with a good insight into the data that was collected from their shop. Before ending this episode, let me show you how GrowCommerce is at this point already set up for worldwide dissemination. Since I'm also a beekeeper, I have another shop called xHoneyShop. I'll use my existing user to sign that shop up for GrowCommerce as well. While Christopher's Farm is powered by Shopify, xHoneyShop uses WooCommerce. To enable this integration, the merchant needs to download a file, which is branded GrowCommerce, onto their desktop. The merchant needs to visit their shop, sign in to the admin section, navigate to the page for plugins, press the upload button, choose the downloaded file, and install it. The file creates a GrowCommerce plugin, and once activated, a GrowCommerce menu tab will emerge. I can here push a registration button, which will send me back to my new account at GrowCommerce. While the Shopify integration only presented me with an approve button, WooCommerce requires the merchant to review a few settings first. As usual, once approved, the Go Fetch add-on begins transferring data from the shop, this time from xHoneyShop, and into the database of GrowCommerce. Once it's finished, I can review the collected data. If I visit the shop and purchase a glass of honey, the order will be immediately transferred to GrowCommerce. xHoneyShop will not be mentioned again, so I will navigate to the Users tab and invite someone else to manage this account. Then leave the account, and finally switch back to Christopher's Farm. I haven't yet had to write a single piece of code. That will change in episode 3 when I continue my work on the GrowCommerce app and finally fulfill the original promise of automating the workflow of shops like Christopher's Farm.